What are we going to do to reverse any of this? Not stop it, slow it down. How are we going to reverse this nonsense? You know I don't get excited about people running for office, right? But you also know the 4 races in the country I've been telling you I actually deeply care about. Joe Kent in Washington, J.D. Vance, Ohio, Blake Masters in Arizona, and also in Arizona, my friend Eli Crane, former Navy SEAL, and now hopefully about to be a congressman. Eli, we hear all the time from the Republican Party about the fact Democrats suck. And I realize that's campaigning. They do suck. Good. But then they get to office, and it's always a long list of things, long list of reasons why they can't do anything. Oh, sorry, I can't do this. Well, we have an election coming up, or this might hurt fundraising. Is that changing?
I hope it is, Jesse. And I can't tell you for sure, but I think that we have more and more candidates coming into this fight that never wanted to be politicians. I think that helps a lot when you never wanted to, do this job anyway, and when you're perfectly fine, going back to what you were doing. And so I think it's going to change quite a bit. I do want to be realistic with you and your, viewers. I still think you're solid America First candidates like myself and some of the other ones that you just met. I still think that we're going to be the minority in this Congress, but I do see our numbers growing, and I do think you're going to see a benefit to having stronger, America First candidates in office that don't care if they go home because they never needed it in the first place.
Oh, I love that. See, that's what I've been telling people. It's not, this Congress is not all of a sudden going to be a GOP that actually has testosterone, but the levels are growing. They're still going to be low T, but it'll be higher than they were before, and that's improvement, which brings me to an article that's making the rounds in the Atlantic today, talking about what they call it, and COVID amnesty is what they called it, how we need to take all the people who abused this country for 2 years and just live and let live, and let's just let bygones be bygones. And I'm sorry, Eli, I outright reject that, man. When I hear the stories of the suffering caused by those, there has to be some sort of a reckoning for somebody, right?
I sure hope so, Jesse. And I know that that's one of the enumerated powers that you have in Congress is to hold investigations, oversight, all of that. And I think that we're going to definitely see that with Dr. Fauci and others. I'm hoping that the Department of Justice does its part in that. If we're able to expose, what I think is there. I think there was a lot of just lies and misrepresentations coming from Dr. Fauci, and the medical apparatus in this country. And I really hope we can be a part of holding some folks accountable. Jesse, I talk to people all the time that say, hey, Eli, we don't want to see you guys push forward with these investigations. We're worried about the economy. We're worried about the border. We're worried about getting things back on track. That's all fine and great, and I agree with that. But here's the deal. If we don't hold any of these people accountable, if there continues to be a 2-tier justice system, then good, hardworking Americans that want justice, they start to check out, and they don't think that we will actually fight for them. They think that there will always be 2 tiers of justice. They will always get the shaft, and that's not okay, and it's not fair, it's not balanced, and we need to make sure that we're doing a good job representing those concerns and also fighting for justice, Jesse, because as this country is so partisan. If you have the wrong set of politics, if you have the wrong ideas, if you don't go along with the group think, there's a completely different set of, standards for you, and that's not okay.
Don't miss Jesse Kelly Breaks History, Che Guevara, the latest episode of a new series available now exclusively for First TV supporters. Visit the First TV app or thefirsttv.com to subscribe and start watching today.